start streaming. Yo, 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 yo. Stream is getting started. Yep, we are live. Yes, we are live. Time to refresh the page. It's gonna come up soon. Yep, it came up. We are live. First game. Let's unmute this. D4. What do we have against D4? Um, Dutch. F5. Aggressive chess. And F6. And the idea is to play E6, Bishop E7, and castle. And what I'll be hoping for is to have this E5 pawn push with the assistance of D6. Castle, queen goes here like this. Once the castle. Not like that. Dun, 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 dun. Yup, we are live, perfectly streaming live. D6, D5, ED5, CD5, or D6, D5. Okay. Now the idea is NC6, D5 will hit. I want him to play Queen C2 so that Knight B4 can come with the fork, and I think I'll be good with that kind of work. There is some new thing I learned today from Dan Sasha's stream, or is it? Yeah, Dania's stream. Force your opponent to make decisions. Okay, so force your opponent to make decisions and see how that well goes. Now the idea here is to play a5. b4 is a good square for my knight. Knight c6, knight b4. And now start maneuvering the pieces towards the castle. I'm still not committing to knight c6, knight b4 because I was hoping for him to play queen c2 and then I play knight c6 and knight b4. And also I want to keep my bishop here because if queen b3, b7 gets attacked, so this bishop is doing a good job of protecting the b7 square. What if he plays d5? Always remember, every time a pawn is pushed, some weaknesses are created. Now here there are two defenders. I have got two attackers. Okay, if I take with the knight, he takes with the knight. Bishop g5. Knight comes on g5. If I push here, he takes. सर कौन के बस पे जा तो F fe4 d4 nc6 f capture capture. I mean, I have to make a decision now. N takes c4, n takes c4, pawn takes. Bishop takes here, queen takes, bishop takes here. still have to deal with this attack. Bishop can't move. Pawn takes, knight takes. It just develop. Takes, and then I take back. It creates a hole here. It also allows him to create a pin here. हो 11:30 वाजले. This is a weakness. And b4 attacks the bishop. Bishop can drop back to b1, but then rook becomes a weakness. Bishop goes here, okay. Knight c2 could be a fall, but I need some piece to get that, okay. So what do I do next? I would piece type down here. Just release the tension, asking what is the bishop doing. And bishop f4, g5 is very good. Bishop g3, bishop gets trapped. Bishop e3, take, okay. Yeah, this is good. This bishop got this good now. So it's looking like the main diagonal. e3 could be played here, which I can respond with knight c6. There is pressure here on d4. Okay, I think that's a mistake here because after take you can't take that. This is ending. Here, I missed it. That's absolutely missed it. I had no idea why it played c5. I was only focused on my plans and I missed that bishop c4 is coming here. I had to push. Is there any way I can save it? Bishop e6, you simply takes it. Knight here, takes it. Pawn here, you takes it, takes it. Oh, there is no point playing this. After c5, let me just analyze here. d4, f5, c4, and f6. And c3, e6. bg5, b7, same correct. e3, castle, e3, e6. And f3, a5 is good. Castle, queen e8 is good. e4 and c6. It is telling me, yeah, I was considering knight cross e4. If knight cross e4, cross e4, bishop cross e7, queen cross e7, bishop cross e4. I did not like this attack, but what the computer is saying is, can I play c6 in this position? It's better. And c6, then d5 was a blunder. My sound is too little. Okay, let me just hold the microphone closer. Hoping that my sound gets corrected now. It's not showing me as live. I think I should just force online check. I'm live here. Okay, rapid chess can be very uh, I'm consuming, but I just want to check if I switch the screens, do I come. I'm still not showing as live here on Leeches. Not chess. Yes, we played yesterday. Yes, the let's see 9 game. Okay. Why am I not shown live here? That's my question. Yeah. Okay, finally I can see here myself as live. That's good. And yeah, people, we have the Karukan. I like to play Karukan. No matter what they play, NF3, I just go D5. NC3, D5. And take. Yeah, this is very common. Now it is important to develop the knight here to block the check. He takes it. That was a good bishop, which he gave up. And now my bishop pair advantage is, and this is a very strong pawn chain. Uh, I can play bishop f5. Can he play queen a6, rook c8, queen a6? Yeah, queen a6. I'm doubtful. Queen a6, queen b6 takes. Knight c6, rook c8. Uh, yeah, this again gets him a pawn, but the idea here is rook here and rook c2. I get the play. Okay, I'm getting the active play now. After rook c2, c1 is hanging. If the bishop moves, then b2 is hanging. King here, okay. He finds a good move. What do I do here? I develop. Naturally developing the pieces, gaining some tempos. Na3, I can just take it. I think I should have played knight f6. Knight f6 first. NC3 is the move which I'm worried about because then NC3 and rook's movement is blocked. Let's go NF6, develop towards the center. Again NC3, I'm not sure whether what will be played with NC3, but I think just castle and pile up my pieces on the C5. Logically, it's very good for me. I have the complete control of the only open file on the board, and this bishop is tied to the pawn on B2. And yeah, he went for this. See, this is the X rate, okay? Uh, with a move like this, rook c1, rook b7 comes in first, so that's not going to work. But what can work here is rook here, king here, rook here, attack this pawn. Or what else can work is bishop here, rook here. If rook here, then bishop here. Okay, bishop d3, rook d1, bishop e2, rook e1, bishop f3, doubles his pawn structure. I think yeah, bishop d3 is better, better in some ways. Like now, if rook d1, then bishop e2, and if rook e1, then bishop b4, and if knight d2, then bishop d2. Okay, there is three defenders over the e2 square, so most probably he is going to lock this with some move, maybe knight b2 e2, knight b d2, then okay, he blocks with the bishop, so I think I can take here with the rook, knight takes, I take here. That was a bad bishop. Should I be exchanging that at all? make a decision. Forward takes. I give up the bishop pair. Let's keep the bishop pair in the game. Let's go for knight e4 first. Rook c1, rook takes c1, rook takes c1. I have to play rook takes c1. He has to play bishop takes c1. I have the advantage for bishop pair, but it's again an equal end game in terms of material. Okay, this allows me to play 95. Sorry, 94. 94 is a good move here. It hits the bishop, and also I'm having rook cross f2, possible move. So again, if I play a move like this, I think I should prepare it with h6, g4. If at any moment he tries to move the rook on d1, bishop e2, but what if he moves the other rook? I can come back with the bishop to a6. I lose the advantage of my bishop pair now. Takes. This isolated pawn is no longer isolated pawn. Push. Uh, takes. F takes. Bishop here. G2 gets hit. I want to explore the idea of having this the other rook on second rank. Besides, there is a knight versus bishop imbalance created in this position. Okay, he does the right capture here. Time for me to target other weaknesses. Yeah, it's dynamic. The idea is now if he plays knight d5, rook c4, knight d4, rook c4 comes in, there is no way to give me a check. I am unleashing double attack, discovered attack on the rook and direct attack on the knight. Time advantage, yes, I have the time advantage. And what else do I have? I'm winning a piece here. Knight c2, simply bishop c2, rook c1, rook a2, b3, rook c5, b4, rook c4. At some point, I would want to exchange the pieces at c5 square and get this pawn connected, and this would be the weakness left in the game. Who is he? Oh my god, he's 2044 in bullet. Really? 2044 in bullet, and blades only 1300, rapid 1350. Bullet chess is not actual chess. Yeah, this was a logical move. Not going to help him. Yes, first win of the tournament, and let's see what do I get at the end of the event. I persist again, and I go with e4 this time. Repertoire e4. Here's super six. Let's have that uncommon line against the Caro-Kann. Alien Gambit. Oh, this move, the idea of this move, if I take, he takes, I check. Here he pushes. I think I can win a pawn in this line. This bishop is tied to the pawn, f3. and he has to go back to c8, okay, which he doesn't. Now bishop c6 will be met with bishop a8, and bishop a8. It's okay for me. I'm down. No, I'm up on exchange. Nothing down. Now this knight can come here. Let me just enforce this. This square neutralizes the pieces. Okay, playing very fast. Don't know what's the point. a5, a3 is there. mc6, a3 is there. nd4, nb3 is coming. King c2. Okay, push knight here. Okay, I create pass pawn. King goes here. This bishop has become bad. And b3, rook b1, and where is the knight going? d4 again, maybe, who knows? I'm up in material, it's a winning end game. Let's just go for exchanges and push, push. I think I can play this, but after take, okay. Let's do this. White is winning here, clearly winning. What? These are three passed pawns. Rook b1 here is very, very good move. Now, after a5, I just take the pawn. Okay, knight c5. Bishop, bishop. Here I can play like this, or it just develop more. Bring the other rook into the game and take control of the open file. If the knights are dislodged from the two squares, I can play rook d7 as a powerful check. First I take here, then he takes back, and then I move here with a check. And his pawn structure will be bad after I capture here on f6. And earlier idea was to play e4 and ask for an exchange of minor pieces, but I think I can just give him a check. King moves here, take here, rook here. Where is the win? Knight here, king here, knight here. Forces the trade. Knight here, king c7 is also possibility. King c7 and 8. That's a bad piece. I don't want to capture it. Let's not capture it. Let's try to bring the other pieces into the game. Again, knight b6, but this time I'll bring the other knight and give him a check and push him more backwards. Check. King c7, same idea, but now I have knight d5. He doesn't take it, so I have my actual plan of playing knight d7 and forcing him to take, creating a pass pawn on the 7th rank. c5, c6, very strong. Before I do that, I can even just chop this pawn. King c7, c5, rook d7, rook d7, king d7, and those are passer. Just play the base game of like this blitz game. Why is it accuracy 9%? Sorry, 99. Okay, sometimes yeah, accuracy. Should I berserk against 1960? I am at 3 out of 3. I won 2 games. I berserk. Maybe he was waiting for me to berserk first. D4. Let's go Dutch. F5. Aggressive line. And E6. Bishop E7 here. A3 stops any future plan of knight C6, knight B4. Okay, bishop here is a very good square. Knight C6, E5, D5. Let's just see what to do. D6 and BB7 first. Queen cat over here. And F3 can be played. Okay, okay. Very nice. Wants to go for. I don't want to exchange my Queen cat piece. Queen cat to 8. And how can I go for an exchange of the Queen cat piece? I'd rather go C6, G5, G4. Yeah, but I won't exchange the Queen cat to bishop. They're not like us. Yeah. Now G5 just very strong. G4, if he plays G4, then FG4, Bishop G4 is there. Or if I simply don't react, then G4, how can I bring this knight into the game? That's my question. Any 6 and 7, stuff like that. So I think I can play C5 and C6 is the option. Okay, okay, it goes like that. Again, NC6 is an option. D5, ED5, CD5. D5, CD5, CD5. Yeah, I think D5 is good now. D5 takes. Again, here I'm threatening. If he takes, I just push. Takes. Bishop drops back. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is winning now. This is just winning. The idea here is here takes. I take, and if he gives me a check, I move, and this is uh, always hanging. Why to waste time? Let him take here. I go here. I get a rook. Am I missing anything? Bishop d5. Bishop d5, knight d5, queen d5 is there. Is there anything I'm missing? Bishop f4. Bishop f5, bishop g4. Bishop f5 takes. I think I'm up a complete piece. After he takes, I takes on d4. ed4. Take here. Take with the pawn, take with the queen. Time for me to chop off this knight. Oh, I missed. But I think on knight a6. Knight c5 is there. We should have captured with bishop. Queen moves. Let me do some calculations here. Let me do rook c8. Rook c8 is out of question. Push and take and win here. Takes first. If rook d7, queen e5, rook h7, king g8, bishop e6 is there, and I might be in trouble. Queen here, king here, bishop here, rook here, bishop here, king here. Any checks? Rook d7, yes, I should have not overlooked rook d7. But before he goes for any here, check, takes. I think, yeah, nc5 is the only move. I have to play nc5. Give up a piece because I have got e cross f coming in. And then there is no way he can block it except for bishop here, bishop here. Oh, yeah, that is possibility. Rook h7. Okay, here. Yeah, check. Rook, bishop. Rook h7, king g7, bishop check. Rook is dropped. They're not like us. They're not like us. Dun, 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 dun. There's nothing here. If you take, I take here. How are you going to stop me from promoting? Just finish for one. Around 68. Oh, I have played with him. There is one game. Around 68. There is no way. Like, yeah, I promote here and then what? Now my idea is very simple. How simple? I just return a mate. Queen here, attack and G and B2. This is not good looking. You can go bishop here, I take it. Yeah. Uh, 7-2, of course, Abersak. Abersak against 1960. E4, E5, and F3. Very common. And in C6, I like the Italian. Here they play knight F6, and I'd like to play the right lever attack. And if right lever move here, immediately play D4. Wasting no further time. Now if it takes, I take. Here I take. That is one line. If he takes, okay, this is bad. This is already looking bad because takes, he takes. I move my queen here. I'm threatening a mate. He can play queen e7. Just got defense. But I think if he takes now, if he takes with the knight, I take back with the knight. If queen here, knight f3 comes with a check. Let's just see if he can find queen e7. Okay. But bishop f7, king f7, queen d5, king f6 is there. Uh, let's go queen d5 first. Much solid. I'm threatening f4, bishop f6, e5. f4, bishop d6, e5. I can't castle, that's true. Uh, yeah, this is a mistake, knight f6. He thought he was attacking my queen, but I'm okay with this. Take and I castle. f7 is weak. Mm, what do I do? How do I pressure there? Rook goes here first. Then that takes away the natural square of the knight. And open material, let's improve. Knight d2, knight c5, knight b3 is there. Knight b3, ab3 is there. e6, b5. I think I have delayed such things in the past. Uh, bishop here looks good. Stopping b5. Gonna go here. I'm okay with en passant. b5, take, and rook is hanging. Okay, it's a passed pawn now. What's the compensation? Other rook joins in. Bishop e6 is a threat, but there is bishop e6 immediately. Rook here. Idea is bishop takes f6. Is he going to attack rook in one move? No way. Attack bishop in one move? No way. Not possible. b5, ab5, cb5. Bishop h6 was the threat, and he did not do anything to block that. g6, bishop f8, I'm winning. Okay, first bishop e6, eliminate the defender. If he takes here, I take the bishop. If he takes here, I take the pawn. Rook g8, I play bishop f6. Okay, he goes like that. Take here, rook g8. What's the idea? I open material, but my pawns will get doubled. First thing. Second thing, I'm losing that pawn advantage, which I had just gained. But if he wants to exchange pieces, it's okay. I'm getting a pawn down and a double pawn structure on the g5. Hello. Yeah. This is chess on heart. They're not like us. They're not like us. Oh, he took it. I'm okay with exchanges. Now the idea is push bishop c8, rook e1, threatening rook e8, a fork. What if he plays rook e8 by himself? Yeah, this is a tactic. I attack, he thinks let's capture here, but I just skewer him on the next move. And they're not like us. They're not like us. Yep, this leeches. Yeah, this was meant to happen. Bishop b4. That's what happened when you have more force in your army, when your pieces are more active. But again, that principle where you have to force your opponent to make decisions, I think I have to think more in order to play like that. R2, 6, 5, 5, 3, 6. Yeah, of course. The chess pairings are much better than chess.com. It's only 4 game wins in a row, and I'm in top 223. So that's good for me. I could replicate this person because he also lost the first game and then he was having wins in rows. It's 2045, but still a berserk because I know I'm going to win against a French as well. I'm going to play the King's Indian defense. Take very boring exchange variation of the French, and I lost a tempo here in that process. Uh, and the idea here is to stop bishop g5. Castles and any 5 positions the knight here very strong, really strong outpost for the knight. C3, queen c2, any ideas what happening here? I don't know, not take and render my knight. That's very rookie mistake. Okay, now what do I do? What can be done here is I can think how do I win a pawn, how do I win material, there's pressure here. I ask him for an exchange of queens, queen b6. c4, queen b6, a b6, bishop c2. I'm okay with that structure. His pawn on d5 becomes a weakness in that case. If he takes, I take, and then I am having good defense over the c4 square. So there is no c4 coming in from my black. And yeah, he goes back. I want to strengthen the e5 square. I fail for a 4. Bishop takes. 4 4. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. What should I keep? Bishop pair. I thought so. Keeping the bishop pair for 2 pawns. The slightest compensation is what I have. Knight is coming on e5 now, which I don't like at all. I'm bad. It's as good as designing. Because after you find knight f5, there is no chance to save the bishop except for this desperate move. Bishop takes f7, winning a pawn. I'm already down by 1 point material. Yeah, I think he will find knight e5. It's not that difficult move. Bishop f7, rook f7 is there. And then what? It lost for me, given my material. Queen c2, queen looks good on g6 here. I can try for some swindles. Again, this bishop has to be underdeveloped. Yeah, I played the opening bad. I lost a piece in the opening and now just lost for me. No hope offense. 10, 10, 10, 10. They're not like us. They're not like us. What hope do I have? This rook is a bad piece. There is much pressure being put here. F4 was targeted. I had to do something. Takes. Yeah, this is as good as resigning now. What went wrong here? Here, yeah, it's already better. In this position, it's not advised to capture, but to play some move like NF3. NF3 is also not that good because after D4, D4, 21 is coming. I think this line itself is not good. I'm not that familiar with this. BD3, NF6, NF3, BD6, castles, NE5. I think here is where I started doing wrong, moving the same piece multiple times in the opening. Yeah, that was the wrong direction. Okay, let's go one more time. Let's see if we can win this. Yes, this. We have the Karokan again. I don't know. That's black against Karokan only. Does it matter which knight you develop first? Because bishop g4 is my ideal move. And knight c6, knight d4 is played, so d3 is usually played here. Uh, yeah, I can just provoke him to take here. In which case he doesn't take. I can play queen b6 again, allowing him to take here because I'm threatening attack on 2 pawn. I want him to take on f6 and I'm okay with this. Rook c8. Yeah, he takes it. That was a very provocative move. And now I think e4 will be made with pawn e4. Yeah, e5, immediately e5, threatening e4. If takes, I'm again ready to push e4. My king is at the center, e4 is still there. Okay, it's like that. So that's out of question. Bishop d6. Or protect the e5 square for the time being. c4 will be met with d4. Every time you move a pawn, there are some weaknesses which you create. Okay, he wants to go like that. The bishop can come on these two squares. Let's just say I take and I invite an attack here. I don't want to take. He's at the center. There could be some problems with my king. lying that laid at the center. What is the knight doing there? And I'm wasting some move. A move like this. Knight f5 is unstoppable now. Bishop e7 here. F6, d6 are taken care of. At the center, how does that look? I have to take because rook was hanging. And f5, e7 is hanging. E7 is not hanging basically, but yeah. Who wants to give the bishop there? Balance. I have got a passed pawn. Where is the win? Where is the win? Who will win this one? Knight here, queen here. That's the threat, no? And they're not like us. How you got 1988? You are so strong. I play bad sometimes. I lose a lot of points. Okay, he took me. I take it. I I have access to g6 now. There is a fork and there is a checkmate threat. That's what I want. But he finds that move first. Are there any checks in this position? Which rook to use? Again, that's a dilemma. This rook is not doing anything. I think I should use this one. What if he plays queen h5 check? f6 is the move. f6 stops me from bringing the queen to g6. So maybe I should not play that one. What do I do here is, I think I can play king f8. I'm keeping an option open of queen g6 for kind of checkmate threat. And also his queen is now not good here on h4. I just know that. Uh, they're not like okay, he pushes like that. But what do I have here is I have a passed pawn, okay? That's my strength. Again, I have queen g6 coming against queen g6, knight c5. I think queen d8 is inviting. I have invited that, but king g7 and then there's the discord attack. Queen c7 could be there. Uh, I think after knight e2, king g2, knight f. Okay, that's a very strange one. That's very strange. Check and what has he got? Not every check is a good check, and I need to save my material here. There is no queen d8 now. The knight is blocking that. So there is knight d7, king g8, king h7, and this looks. It's like creating the Alekhine's gun. Uh, I'm piling up my pieces on the G file, but how do I actually go for a breakthrough? Ne2, king G2, and F4, king H1. Okay, what's the plan? How is that D pawn going to take me to glory? I need to check and then on C3 the knight gets out of the game, I think. Uh, I think here I can just take and he takes with the pawn and then he wants to create a passed pawn, but he's also threatening a mate. Okay, he's threatening me a mate there. So I think let's just go king g8. Oh, I missed knight e7. Wow. Happens, no? When you are careless. Now I am going to play for flagging him. That's all I can do. f6. This is under a pin. Rook goes here. Takes. Yeah. So don't be on the defensive side of the game. That's very bad to be on the defensive side. I'm okay with this move. And f4. It's a fancy looking move. Breaks off the connection. Exit. This check is coming. Let me give a check. And then knight here, knight here. That's what I can do. This is not good, yeah. I think I should resign, but I'm playing for the sake of playing the game. Yeah, I'll just resign. What was the move here? I think I'm winning here. In this position, I was better. G3. Okay. Before I play queen G6, it is important to play F5. The idea is if queen F6 check, queen F6, knight F6, rook G7 is the line. Okay, there was a slight advantage for overlook some things. And what is happening there? Daily grid. See, I can not finish the rapid arena, the one day rapid arena. It's very long for me, out of my scope. What I can do is I can try to just play blitz games. Also here as well. I'm very underrated in blitz on leeches. And f3, nc6, bc4, Italian. I like Italian. And f6, I like to go for right lever. d5, I take it. Knight d5 is a mistake. Bishop d5, c6, bc6, queen f6. Now from here onwards, the actual game starting. Why is he blundering things? Just blundering things. d3. Let's go knight here. Goes here. Queen f4. With c4, sorry. He plays like that. He's harassing my queen. I can't go c3 because then there is the easy trap. Yeah, my queen is getting harassed. I'm up by 2 pawns, but my queen is getting harassed. Rook d6 can be played now. Bishop d7 is there from him. Uh, let's go queen a5. At least I create some pin. Oh, he's very strong at finding such tactics. Let's give her. What was I supposed to do? It happens, yeah, it happens when I play the right duel. It just happens. And c3 castle. b3 is important now. It's a weakness there. Yeah, it's as good as resigning now. No, why resign? Just go for the end game. I wish. Anyway, to make some activity, make some progress, connect the roots along the file. Uh, my roots died. How exactly is that going to work? Look here. Everything is a weakness, C2, C4, E4, A2, four pawns are weakness. It's not good. D7 makes sense. Take there. Let me C3. Which is the pawn. Yeah, he's playing very good. Very good, I would say. I just hope he's not cheating. Every move has been like very strong till now. Just playing very good move every time. Not sure whether this was part of his preparation. Just not sure. But he's having good rating in rapid, okay? Oh, I saw why no person. Who knows? Okay, I'm low on time. He took the pawn. Took D7. The idea is very simple. There was some draw here. Queen E1. King H2, Queen F1, Rook G7, King F8, Rook goes other Rook. This is a check he wants to give me. Okay, not going for that. Take the pawn. In okay, G3. He's playing really. Yeah, I think at this point there's no point playing this game. I want to analyze this. I want to analyze this because on the move Queen G5 and then it just yeah, I want an analysis of this game. I don't feel like I was playing against a human, but I was actually, and he committed one blunder, and then everything else was just super accurate. So people do that sometimes. There was this blunder here. Queen G5, Rook cross A4. G3 was best. So Queen G5 is the only blunder he makes. Look at that. No mistake, no inaccuracy, nothing till move 14. Okay, Queen A5, my first blunder here. I make a blunder, but till there also no mistake, nothing. Every move very accurate until he makes his first inaccuracy here with grabbing a pawn. Maybe at this point he stopped. And Queen G5 here. There was a forced checkmate. Okay, so maybe if he was using the engine, he could have played Queen F4. Maybe he wanted to play Queen F4 check, but that was a mouse slip. So yeah, I totally blame my opponent for using computer. I don't think that was humanly possible. Wow, let's do next variation. This is not good. Something I can say for sure. Bishop C5, you lose your right to castle. Castle here, Queen G4, the blunder, knight C4 is there. I play f6, but I invite problems on my squares. Knight here, king here, knight f7 fools. Knight here, king here, g5, bishop here. Uh, Knight g3 is the idea. Queen f6 is coming, rook is coming, f5, on plus on, this is hanging. What is the best move? Push it. You can go here, I go here. Okay, do some counter attacks. Strong. Let's go for an exchange of pieces. Always place your king 2 steps diagonally to your opponent's king. Always better in that way. Battery of the pieces. If he takes, I give him a check. If king moves to d1, threatening a mate here. For this, check. There are two different ways he's threatening me a mate. That's the problem. Come on, man, play queen d7. Queen g7 is the mate. Queen d7, rook e7, pawn e7. I'm getting really spotted on the stream. Again, yeah, I don't feel like this is how a player of that level plays. No, I absolutely don't think like that. But anyways, everyone makes mistakes. Wanna analyze this again. He made mistakes, he made inaccuracies. There were a lot of inaccuracies, but my part was totally bad. The first blunder was queen b4. Bishop cross e2. Okay, maintain your pieces. Okay, I'll stop my stream. I need to go.